Hello students, welcome in my YouTube channel. Actually, this video I am making specially for English medium students. Today we will discuss about electrostatics and what is charge, unit of charge and property of charge. So first of all we start from electrostatic. Look at this, what is electrostatic? Actually it is made from electro means electron. This can be written as electron plus statics. Electron means it is a charge. As we know, electron is a charge, and static means rest. With speed or velocity is zero, that is in rest. So indirectly we can say when charge it is in rest, then all phenomena we discuss in electrostatics. So definition of electrostatic is what? That is branch. It is a branch of physics which deal with the charge when it is in rest. So I can say a charge q is there. This is charge and its velocity is 0. Then we discuss all the phenomena like electric field, electric potential. This branch is called electrostatics. So look at this. There are some possibilities. 3 possibilities are there. First, a charge is there. It is in rest. It means its speed or velocity is 0. Okay, this is first possibility. And second possibility is what? When charge and its velocity is uniform. Velocity is uniform. It means its acceleration is 0. This is second possibility. And third possibility is what? When charge is moving but its velocity is non-uniform. Non-uniform means acceleration is not equal to 0. Then what phenomena or what field are produced? So look at first, when charge it is in rest, that branch called electrostatic, as I already told you. So a field is produced which is called electric field. This is known as electric field. So remember students, when charge in rest, then always one field is produced which is known as electric field. Second thing, when velocity is uniform velocity is constant, you can say, then electric field and a second magnetic field both produced. And third case is what? When velocity is non-uniform, then electric field, magnetic field, and third one is electromagnetic radiation produced. It means when a charge it is in rest, then only electric field produced. That we discuss in electrostatics. Second thing, when charge is not in rest, it is in motion but in uniform velocity, then electric field as well as magnetic field produced. And third thing is when velocity of a charge is non-uniform, it means it's accelerated motion, then electric field, magnetic field as well as electromagnetic radiations are produced. So generally this type of question always asked in exam. So keep in mind. Now we start what is charge. So before we discuss what is charge, we look at some experiment. We start an experiment. Suppose there is a road. This is a road which is glass road. Okay, and this is piece of silk. Okay, initially its total charge is 0. It means it is neutral. It is also neutral. If we start to rub a glass rod with piece of silk, start to rub or friction, in other words you can say, then it get positively charged and this one get negatively charged. Similarly, second thing, if we take a ebonite rod or plastic rod you can say, and if we rub this ebonite rod with fur, cat skin, in other words you can say, If we rub, then it will get negative charge and it will get positive charge. Clear? Initially, these both are also neutral, but after rubbing, after friction, it will get negative charge and it will get positive charge. After that, if this glass rod is come closer to this one, ebonite rod, then we see these rods attract each other. Similarly, if a similar glass rod means like this, similar glass rod comes near to this glass rod, then it will repel each other. It means similar charge, or you can say like charge, repel each other, and unlike charge start to attract each other. It means, in other words, you can say if positive charge are there, they will repel in, and you can say if negative charge are there, they will repel to each other. But one is positive charge and one is negative, unlike charge. Then both charges start to attract each other. So this is first property, you can say indirectly, like charges repel each other, but unlike charges attract each other. So there are two types of charge. One is positive and second one is negative. So two types of charge. First one is positive, second is negative. This is told by Benjamin Franklin. Okay, Benjamin Franklin. So two types of charge, positive and negative, explained by Benjamin Franklin. So indirectly, what we can say, what is charge? In daily routine, in daily life, we see some example of charge, like when you comb, then combs, after combing, after that comb start to attract the piece of paper. It means it will get charge. And also I am telling a experiment you can do at your home. Your friend, you said to your friend, sit to chair. Now after that, you hit your friend with a towel. Then after some time, if you touch your student or touch your friend, then you will feel a jerk or sparking. It means your friend or your student gets charged, and when you touch, he will become neutral or uncharged indirectly, you can say. So this is also example of a charge. So what is charge? Indirectly we can say, what is charge? Definition of charge. Charge is the property of matter. What is charge? It is a property of matter. It is a property of matter by which it exerts force on other particles, teeny particles, you can say tiny particles. So property of matter by which it exerts a force on another particles, that is known as charge. So I have already told you that there are two types of charge, positive and negative. Now second point, unit of charge. What is the unit of charge? So look at unit of charge in MKS, in CJS, we will discuss now. As we know, in lower classes you have studied that I is equal to dq upon dt, or in directly you can write I is equal to q upon t. It means rate of flow of charge is known as electric current, and unit of electric current is, we know, it is ampere. So from here you can write q is equal to I into t. So unit of q is what? Unit of I is ampere, unit of time is second. So ampere into second is known as coulomb. It is known as coulomb. So you can say unit of charge in MKS or SI is coulomb. First thing. Second thing, its dimension. What is dimension of charge? So I can write here, you can say I into t. So dimension is what? I means it is A1, it is ampere. So it can, we can write it t is, it is T1. So T1 A1 is what? It is dimension. We can also write M0 L0 T1 A1. That is similar thing, because M is 0, L is 0, T1 A1. So this is dimension of charge. Now we discuss what is the unit of charge in CGS. Okay, in N case it is coulomb. So in CGS, look at this. In CGS, its unit is ESU, electrostatic unit, or it can be written as, it is also known as state coulomb. It is also known as Franklin. Okay, smallest unit of charge is Franklin. Okay, keep in mind, smallest unit of charge is Franklin. So 1 ESU is what? It can be written as 3, or you can see 1 coulomb is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 9 ESU, electrostatic unit. So in 1 coulomb there is 3 into 10 raised to 9 ESU. It is also known as Franklin. ESU is also known as Franklin. Second thing, there is another unit of charge is EMU, electromagnetic unit. Okay, electromagnetic unit. 10 coulomb is known as electromagnetic unit. So in ESU terms, we can write there is 10 coulomb. 1 coulomb is there. So if we multiply this by 10, then it becomes 3 into 10 raised to 10 ESU or Franklin. So EMU, 1 EMU is equal to 10 coulomb. This one is 3 into 10 raised to 10 ESU. There is another unit which is known as Faraday. 1 Faraday is 96,500 coulomb. This one is known as biggest unit of charge. I have already told you that smallest unit of charge is what? It is Franklin, and the biggest unit of charge is Faraday, and 1 Faraday is equal to 96,500 coulomb. So this is unit of charge. So in some abbreviation is also there, like milliampere, millicoulomb, microcoulomb, nanocoulomb, picocoulomb. Milli means, as we know, 10 raised to minus 3 coulomb. Okay, micro means 10 raised to minus 6 coulomb, nano 10 raised to minus 9 coulomb, and pico is 10 raised to minus. So these are some abbreviations. Okay, so milli, micro, nano, and pico means 10 raised to minus 3, minus 6, minus 9, and minus 12. So these are the unit of charge. Now we look at next point, how we can produce charge. How many methods by which we can produce charge on a body. Then we can say there are some methods by which we can produce charge. Method of producing charge. Okay, so there are some methods by which we can produce charge. So first one is what? That is known as conduction. Okay, conduction. Conduction, in other words, when a body touches to other body, then it is known as conduction. How? In other words, touch. Okay, this is first. Second one is by friction, and third one is induction. So there are 3 methods. First one is conduction, second one is friction, and third one is induction. So look at first method and what are the difference between these 3 methods. First one is conduction. Conduction means, look at one example. Suppose this is first body and it is positively charged. Okay, this is body A, suppose, and this one is positively charged, and this one is body B and it is neutral. Okay, it means total charge on this body B is equal to 0, so it is neutral. If we touch this body to this one, if we touch A body to B, then this body is also get positively charged. This is known as conduction or by touch. Clear? So this is known as conduction. Second one is friction. As I already told you in that experiment, if we rub a glass rod with piece of silk, then glass rod get positively charged and piece of silk get negatively charged. So this one is friction. When we rub a body to another body, then both body get charged. This one is known as friction. Third one is induction. Induction is what? Induction, look at same example like a body X and body Y. This body is get positively charged, this one is neutral. If we if we take this body closer to this one, it means we are taking this body to closer this one but not touch to second body, then automatically this part, left part of this body is get negatively charged and other part get positively charged. This negative charge is attracted or in bound with this positive charge. So keep in mind, we are not touching this body to this one. If we touch, then it become conduction, but we are not touching. So this body, by this body is also charged. This part get negative and this one is positive. If we grounded this part, so this positive charge is get into the earth. All the positive charge get into the earth, and this negative charge not going to go to earth because this is attracted by this positive charge or get bound with the positive charge, in other word you can say. So this third method without touching is known as induction. So there are three methods: conduction, friction and induction. Now we come to the next very important point, which is property of charge. What is property of charge? Properties of charge. So one by one we are discussing. First is addition or additive. Additive of charge. Okay. What is the meaning of additive of charge? Means suppose a body is there, body is A, and on this body Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, 4 charges are there. If somebody asks you what is the total charge on this body, then how we can calculate? Then we say total charge is what? Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q4. Keep in mind, this charge is a scalar quantity, not a vector quantity. I is equal to Q upon T. We have written this formula. So I is also a scalar quantity, T is also a scalar quantity, Q is also a scalar quantity. It is not a vector quantity. Now we come to again this point. What is the total charge on this body? Is vector sum or addition. Total charge is Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q4. In other example, we can say we have bodies there, 2 coulomb minus 3 coulomb plus 4 coulomb. Then what is total charge? Then how we calculate? 4 plus 2, 6. 6 minus 3 is equal to 3 coulomb. So what is the statement of this property? If a body has many charges, then total charge on a body is a vector addition of, or you can say addition of total charge. That is known as additive of charge. Similarly, next property is very important property, conservation of charge. Conservation of charge. What is the meaning of conservation of charge? Conservation of charge means, in other words, you can say constant. Total charge is constant. Again, I am taking that example. Suppose this is glass rod and this is a piece of silk. This become a system, isolated system you can say. Okay. If we look at initial position, so it has total charge 0 and it is also charged. So total charge of this system is what? It is 0. And after friction, when we rub glass rod to silk piece of silk, then it get positive charge and this one is get negative charge. But magnitude of this magnitude of this positive charge is equal to this negative charge. It means suppose it produce 5 coulomb. Just imagine it produce plus 5 coulomb, then it become minus 5 coulomb. Then total charge is what? Plus 5 minus 5 is again 0. It means total charge of a isolated system is always 0. In other words, we can say charge neither be created nor be destroyed. It can be transferred from one body to another. So in this example, we can say total charge is initially it is 0, again it is 0. There are many examples of conservation of charge, like in radioactive equation, like uranium. This one is broken in two parts. There is uranium, thorium, and alpha particle. So this one is 90 and 230. This is 9090. I am telling you about a nucleus ZX. This Z is what? It is a number of proton. In other word, you can say it is a number of proton or total charge in nucleus. Because in nucleus, as we know, this is nucleus. In this, proton and neutron particle are there. Nucleons, that is known as nucleons. Neutron is neutral, but proton has positive charge. So total positive charge is what? That is equal to Z. So look at here, total charge is 92, and here 90 plus 2 is equal to 92. So this is also an example of conservation of charge. So total charge of an isolated system is always conserved. That is known as conservation of charge. This is a very important property of charge. Similarly, we come to next property, which is invariance of charge. Invariance of charge. Very important property. I am explaining this by taking an example. Suppose this is a body X and it has Q charge and its velocity is 0. It is in rest. Okay. If same body started to move with velocity v in this direction, same body started to move, then charge will be Q or less than Q or greater than Q. Think. So charge is remain constant. It means when body is in rest or it is moving with any velocity, its charge is remain constant. It is independent of velocity. In short, you can say charge is independent of velocity, or in other words, you can say charge is independent of frame of reference. It never depend on frame of reference. That is known as invariance of charge. Next, fourth property is very important property, quantization of charge. Quantization of charge. What is meaning of quantization or quanta? Look at here. Suppose we are taking a body, this one. Okay. It had charge Q. So Q can be written as plus minus n e, where n is what? It is 0, 1, 2, or you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, natural number. Okay. Q is equal to plus minus n e. Clear? If we take 0, then it is neutron. E is what? It is 1.6 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. If a body has charge Q, then it can be written as Q is equal to plus minus n. Clear? So statement of this property, quantization of charge, is what? Quanta of charge is what? Sometime in exam this question can be asked. What is quanta of charge? So quanta of charge is what? Electron. Clear? Miracle oil experiment is proof of this. You can say E is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. This is quanta of charge. Minimum charge on a body is equal to this one. You can say plus or minus. So Q is equal to plus minus NA. It means total charge on a body is equal to integral multiple of charge. This is integral multiple of charge of a electron, or you can say electron. Again, I am telling you statement: total charge on a body is equal to integral multiple of charge of electron. This is known as quantization of charge. In other words, if you say there is a body and charge is 1 by 2 electron, total charge is 1 by 2 electron, so it is not possible because it is not integral multiple of charge of electron, so it is not possible. If you are saying there is 3 by 4 electron or 3 by 2 electron on a body total charge, so it is also not possible because total charge on a body is what? It is an integral multiple of charge of electron. Okay, so I hope you understand all these things. I tell you one thing more: like this video, share and subscribe so that your friend, your companion can also get benefit. Thank you.